Monday night, and we're going down to, well, we're actually not going to Australia this time because David is here in the States. Hello, David. Welcome back.
Hey, Jeff. How are you, my friend?
I'm all right, thank you. You sound close. I think you're on the West Coast somewhere, but we don't have to nail it down any more than that.
Yeah, on the West Coast somewhere. There
yeah.
you go.
Very
Floating
good.
Well, I usually come over to America once a year. You know, it's a regular trip.
Whether you need to or not, right? Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a regular trip, really. I mean, I lived here for 10 years, so...
Yeah, you sure did.
Love coming back. Giving a lecture in Portland for all your listeners who want to hear me lecture, June the 17th. Go to the website, reversebeach.com, and you can get all the information on my lecture in Portland.
Okay, June 17th. That's a ways off, but it'll be here.
June,
You're talking about February.
17th.
We want to make sure we get that. It's a little ways off, but we've got time to get people there.
February 17th. Sorry.
That's the Saturday the 17th of this month. And
Yes.
so just go to reversebeach.com and get the details, right?
Yep, all the addresses there. It's $10 at the door. It's in downtown Portland. You can see the address on reversebeach.com.
And if, for all of you listening, if you have not been able to see David, to sit in a room and watch and listen to him present, it is as amazing as it is on the radio program. I've said this before. It's 3-4 times as fascinating to hear it in a room on a good stereo or audio system. It's stunning.
Yep. Totally amazing stuff. Well, I got some controversial stuff to play for you tonight.
All right.
Well, I've got how many
State of the
reversals?
Union with Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, 40 reversals on the State of the Union. So that'll probably take up the whole show.
Yeah, we'll have to. If you want to come back later in the week or whatever, don't rush. We'll just take our time.
I can come back later in the week. Yep. And interesting, Naomi and I both did this tape independently of each other, not knowing that we either of them had done it. And then I was just talking to her yesterday. I said, "Oh, by the way, I did the State of the Union." She said, "Oh, I did it too." Oh yeah. So I said, "Send me your reversals."
That's funny.
And there was about 10 reversals that were almost word for word exactly the same that we found. I mean, there was ones that I found that she missed, and ones that she found that I missed, but there was about 10 that were exactly the same. So if this is all just our imagination, how can two independent people analysing the same tape independently
Can't happen.
came with same reversals?
No.
You can't. Yeah.
Can't happen. Don't even waste your time talking about it. It is what it is, and people either get it or they don't, and that's their choice. That's fine. Trump, in my view, has already betrayed us at least as bad as Obama, and maybe worse. There have been so many broken promises, you can't count them all. And I understand that people are looking, and some of his base, he can do no wrong. They seemingly don't understand what he is doing that is absolutely against what he promised. They forget it. It doesn't register. That's fine. I don't forget things. And this refugee issue is enormous. Absolutely enormous. And now he's talking about amnesty for all these millions of DACA kids. They're not kids anymore. It's just disgusting. So anyway, let's find out what happened at the State of the Union, David.
All right, here we go. Reversal by reversal. We got some good ones. We got some bad ones. We got some ones that'll make your hair stand on end.
All right.
So let's begin.
Over the last year, we have made incredible progress and achieved extraordinary success.
Okay, now I've got this as they're damned by your way, and Jeff heard that too, but I think you heard something different from their damn when I played it to you over the phone. But anyway, I got they're damned by your way.
Damned by your way?
Certainly damned by your way is clear.
Right. You can pull there, I think, out of it. They're damned by your way.
That's how I'm hearing it, which is a totally opposite backwards message than what he's saying forwards. We've made remarkable progress, but they're damned by your way is almost like his spirit talking to him and saying, well, hang on, look at what, people have been messed up by what you've done. So it's an incongruent reversal to start off with.
Right.
Then we've got the next one.
We have endured floods and fires and storms, but through it all, we have seen the beauty of America's soul.
Okay, very positive words forwards, but backwards, we leave the mess for you. The few is a bit quick. The for you is a bit quick, but it is there.
We leave the mess for you.
Yeah.
And yes, that's a truth. They're not doing what they could and should for the people of America. And that's the same old story. Trump is allowing these so-called refugees to come in here and be given immediately full welfare privileges, all rent, all food, all medical education, you name it. It's disgusting. It's wrong. It's treasonous in my view. You can't do that to the American people, and yet he's doing it.
What I don't understand is how can he have such positive reversals in the election campaign?
Oh, I mentioned that to you when we talked the other day. It'll always remain a mystery. And the only logical answer is that after he was elected, he was talked to, and he had to change his way. And that would account for there was kind of a period of time when everything was disjointed. There weren't even incongruent reversals. There were just reversals that didn't seem to make any sense. It was like he was having to go through some kind of a retrenching or re-outfitting or rewiring of how he thought about everything. And I think that might be an answer.
Yeah, well, there's actually a reversal that hints at that coming up in the State of the Union. So we'll wait for that. Okay, so here's the next one along.
Thank you to David and the brave people of California. Thank you very much, David. Great job.
And backwards, the bad scum.
Scum.
I mean,
what was the forward about, David? I don't get the context.
He was thanking someone who saved someone. It was someone. All right,
he did a good deed. Okay.
Yeah, he did a good deed, and he was publicly thanking him from down the State of the Union. He did that about 3 or 4 times in the State of the Union, singled out people and thanked them for what they'd done. And this was singling this man out. And thank you for what you've done to the good people of California. And backwards, the bad scum, which once again, this is the third reversal in a row that's the opposite to what he's saying forwards. And I gotta admit, I was shocked when I was finding these reversals because I watched the State of the Union live and I was really impressed with it. I thought, gee, what a great speech. And then I found the reversals. Here's this one I was telling you about. It's coming. There's the next one up. Okay, so listen to this one.
So to every citizen watching at home tonight, no matter where you've been or where you've come from, this is your time.
And listen to this. Beyond, there's more than you show.
Beyond, there's more than you show. Beyond, there's more than you show. Beyond, there's more than you show.
You hear that one?
Yeah, play one more time.
Yeah, I must admit it's not as clear as I would like it to be. The slower speed's quite clear. Beyond, there's more than you show.
Beyond, there's more than you show. Beyond, there's more than you show.
See if you hear beyond us more than you show.
Okay.
Beyond us more than you show. Beyond us more than you show. Beyond us more than you show.
I can hear beyond us there's more than
That's
you
what
show.
I'm saying, yeah. Beyond us.
Oh, that's what to say. Yeah, there's an extra syllable in there. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay, so what he's saying is there's stuff going on behind the scenes that I'm not telling you about.
That's right.
That's
That's exactly what he's saying.
That's exactly what he's saying. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this one I laughed when I found it. This is so classic. Here's the forwards.
In April, this will be the last time you will ever file under the old and very broken system.
Okay, wonderful words, but backwards he says, here bullshit.
Here bullshit. Here bullshit.
Wow.
Here bullshit.
What do you say? I mean, what do you say to
that? Wow. Nothing. It's clear as a bell. They're just shuffling the deck. You're going to get the same bad hand. It doesn't matter.
I know. It's crazy stuff.
Wow. Sickening. Sickening.
Yeah. All right.
So that what that meant was the GOP tax plan is BS. It's just BS. That's what it is. They're just rearranging the deck chairs is all they're doing.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So here's the next one.
Many car companies are now building and expanding plants in the United States, something we haven't seen for decades.
Okay, once again, great words forwards, but backwards, why not see the muck?
Why not see the muck? Why not see the muck? Why not see the muck?
I don't know.
Is that last word muck?
Or it could be buck, actually.
I'm not sure. Play that again.
I'm sure. I actually heard a B that time. There's
a B there, and I'll tell you what I think. Go ahead.
Okay.
Why not see the muck? Why not see the muck?
It's buck. It's big.
No. I think if you listen, you're going to hear the word bike. Why not see the bike? It's it's eh. It's not it's eh. And I say that because yesterday, Harley-Davidson announced they're closing their powertrain assembly plant in Kansas City with a loss of nearly 1,000 jobs.
Oh, really?
Why not see the bike? In other words, he knew about the Harley thing. He's talking about automobile production increasing, but his subconscious is saying, why not mention the bike here?
Okay, here we go.
Why not see the bike? Why not see the bike?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Why not see the bike?
I can hear that on the slower speed. Yeah, well, I'll be bothered. Huh. Yeah.
Just the way it sounds here. But I think it is bike. Listen very carefully. It's an It's not
Yeah.
Anyway, it would make sense. You see, there's a story. It's a big story. That's a big change. Harley-Davidson continues to make blunders with their marketing, their design. They should have stayed with their traditional look. They're trying to please the younger audience and be cooler. It's stupid. Anyway, they've made dumb mistakes.
All right, here we seem to have a positive reversal, the way it looks on my list anyway. But so here's the forwards.
We can lift our citizens from welfare to work, from dependence to independence, and from poverty to prosperity.
Oh, and it says, I go with their flow.
Go with their flow.
Sorry, just go with their flow, not I go. Go with their flow.
Go with their flow. Go with their flow.
Huh.
Yeah.
Go with their flow.
It's just sensing the vibe of the people. Just sensing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I want to say one thing. These are good reversals, but they're nothing like we consistently found with you and Naomi during the campaign. Those reversals were so damned clear, it was scary.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
The syllables are all there. They're correct, but they're not as glaringly clear as that guy was on a mission, and his subconscious was right in line with him. So
he was. Yeah. Anyway, okay, here's the next one.
Let's open great vocational schools so our future workers can learn a craft and realize their full potential.
And it says, I snagged the pulpit.
Oh, snagged the pulpit.
Yeah. He did.
That's a funny one.
That's his ego crowing.
That's exactly right. Yes, it is. Yeah. Here's one that looks like a positive one.
I want you to know that 320 million hearts are right now breaking for you. We love you. Thank you.
And we get the value.
We get the value. We get the value.
Yeah.
It's there, but again, it's not crystal clear. It's odd.
That's why
The sing-songy nature of reverse speech seems to be manifesting more with his reversals now than it used to. We didn't hear that. Some of them were so clear backwards, they sounded like they were forward speech.
Yes, they really were. I think this one's a pretty clear one. It's also a positive one.
So tonight I am extending an open hand to work with members of both parties, Democrats and Republicans, to protect our citizens of every background, color, religion, and creed.
And it says, make a love unit.
Make a love unit.
Now, that's a clear one.
Make a love unit. Make a love unit.
Make a love unit. Oh.
Now, good luck. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Look, this reversal doesn't make sense. Am I going to play it? Oh, yeah, I'll play it. It just doesn't make grammatical sense. Here we go.
But for our security and for the future of America. In recent weeks, 2 terrorist attacks in New York were made possible by the visa lottery and chain migration.
Okay, this just doesn't make grammatical sense. Let the terrorists who skill, as in S-K-I-L, this L-L, sorry, who skill this unit. What does that mean? Let the terrorists who skill this unit.
That's the terrorists who skill this unit.
It's clear, too.
That's the terrorists who skill this unit. That's the terrorists who skill
I don't know. Is his subconscious being messed with? Are they giving him meds or some kind of electronic mind influencing control? I don't know. I don't want to sound too sci-fi here, but the guy has been totally changed. That's all I can tell you.
And that almost seems to be a support of what's going on, you know.
Right, right.
It's a funny one. And here we have this one here.
In confronting these horrible dangers, we know that weakness is the surest path to conflict, and unmatched power is the surest means to our true and great defense.
And backwards says, you blank the path.
That's not the path. That's not the path.
That's clear.
That's not the path.
And doesn't bode well for the future.
You'll blank the path. In other words, the road ahead is not going to be good.
Not going to be good at all.
That's suggestive of what we all think, most of us think, that North Korea is going to be attacked here right after the Olympics at the end of the month, early next month perhaps. And if that happens, be the worst time since World War II, the Cold War.
Certainly will.
Great danger.
Yep. All right, here's a reversal both Naomi and I found. If we hadn't both found this reversal, I wouldn't play it on the air, but we both found it, so I will. So here we go. Here's the forwards.
Near Raqqa, last November, Justin and his comrade, Chief Petty Officer Kenton Stacy, were on a mission to clear buildings that ISIS had rigged with explosive.
And it says, crucify that fish.
Crucify that fish. Crucify that fish. Crucify that
Yeah,
fish.
I have no idea what he's talking about, but it's there.
It's there. I know. Naomi and I both found exactly the same one. So I don't know. I have no idea. Very bizarre reversal to come out of his mouth. Then we've got this one here. Naomi and I both found this one as well.
His brother and sister gave what little food they had to help him recover and ate dirt themselves, permanently stunting their own growth.
And NORAD, you've not sealed it.
NORAD is not sealed. NORAD is not sealed.
Clear too.
NORAD is not sealed.
In other words, NORAD's not totally locked down yet. That's what that means. They've got, which I find a bit.
No, in other words, he's saying that we're still vulnerable to incoming missiles.
That's what he's saying. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what he's saying.
So he's worried about North Korea. Now, keep in mind that tomorrow, let me see real quick here, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, it's Wednesday or Thursday, North Korea is going to have an enormous military parade in Pyongyang. Kim will be there, and there are going to be hundreds of thousands of marching, troops, and lots of rockets. Lots of rockets. Maybe more rockets than most people think that Kim has. We are expecting some surprises. New mobile missile launchers, which would allow these rockets literally to be driven around all over the countryside and moved constantly and launched on a couple of minutes' notice. So this could get real bad. I don't know what's going to happen, but we keep getting indications that there are, in terms of Trump, certainly some awarenesses of things that are not good ahead.
Yeah, well, it's been in his reversals constantly for the year.
All year.
All year it has. The references come out all over the place. So. Here he is referencing NORAD again.
With a revolutionary idea that they could rule themselves, that they could chart their own destiny, and that together they could light up the entire world.
Don't know what he's talking about.
No.
He says, here to save NORAD.
Here to save NORAD. Here to save NORAD.
There it is.
Here to save
Well, if he's talking about NORAD again, it's something that is certainly bothering his subconscious. And
yes, it is.
It suggests that he's aware of a weakness, or he's been told there's a weakness that we can't. Let's just say he attacks North Korea and Kim launches more ICBMs than we think he has with nuclear weapons, and one of them gets through. That's all it would take, and we got big problems. So maybe he's struggling with that. I don't know. Let's keep going, David. I want to get through these, so go ahead.
Yeah, it was interesting when I was doing these reversals. We got a few more coming up about war. I never found anything like this on Obama about war, nukes, NORAD. But in Trump, in the first year he's been in office, we've heard war and nuke and NORAD and threats and intimidation, and it's been a constant theme in his reversals. So. All right, next one along.
They sacrifice to raise a family. They care for our children at home. They defend our flag abroad.
It says, shall fake it.
Shall fake it. Shall fake it. Shall fake it.
So he's paying homage to our military men and women who are family members, providers, heads of household, and they're also overseas fighting and dying for nothing. But that's play it again.
Yeah, okay. What, the forwards as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the forwards.
They sacrifice to raise a family. They care for our children at home. They defend our flag abroad.
And shall fake it.
Shall fake it. Shall fake it.
See, it's...
Is he talking about his tribute to them? It's a fake?
Yes, I think it is. I think he is, yeah. See, I think the whole speech is a fake. That's why it's so incongruent. I mean, it was fed. I don't know. There's more going on behind the scenes, as his very own reversals told us.
I wonder what kind of meds he's on, seriously.
Oh, yeah, well, that would be an interesting one, too.
Yeah, or if there's something else being done. He wouldn't know it. He would never know it.
No. Here's the reversal that Naomi and I both found independently from each other.
You are powerful witnesses to a menace that threatens our world, and your strength truly inspires us all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And America forces are up.
American forces are up. American forces are up.
Yep.
American forces are up.
He's getting all ready. He's plugging holes in NORAD. The American forces are all ready. Nukes are ready to go.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I don't know how else to interpret it. And it goes along with, as you said, the general tenor of this whole year of him in office. It's so many times these same hints have been given.
Yep, you're right. Okay, here's the next one along.
Young patriots like Preston teach all of us about our civic duty as Americans. And I met Preston a little while ago, and he is something very special that I can tell you. Great future. Thank you very much for all you've done, Preston. Thank you very much.
Now he says, America, I serve mud. We lost America.
America, I serve mud. We lost America. America, I serve mud. We lost America.
That's one of the most clear reversals. The syllables are all there. They're hit hard. Clearly definitions between the words. And he's telling the story. Play it one more time, please, in reverse.
Yeah, America, I serve mud. We lost America.
America, I serve mud. We lost America. America.
Oh, I know what this means.
We lost America.
Just the statement "we lost America" is a bellwether reversal. That's a huge one.
I know. He's found something out in office since he's become president that tells him that America is no longer the country that he thought it was.
Correct.
That's why his reversals have changed so much. That's why it says beyond, there's more than I can show, or whatever it said.
Right. I think you got it. Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. And he's stuck. He's in a mire. America, I serve mud. What a statement. Wow.
He's serving mud as he's giving it out to us, or as he is obeying it.
Oh, I think as he's obeying it.
Yeah. He's serving the dark mud.
Yep.
And America is lost, is what he's saying.
Yep.
Wow.
You got it. Oh, next one along.
Here tonight are Steve Staub and Sandy Keplinger of Staub Manufacturing, a small, beautiful business in Ohio.
Okay, he's really praising this couple up for doing so well in their business, and he says, blanking ass.
Blanking ass.
I mean, what the
I don't know. That's really screwy. That's why I think that there's something being done to the guy's brain somehow. It's just they're just incongruous, weird statements.
I know.
They're bizarre.
I told you on the phone it was a doozy.
You
did.
I? You're not kidding. That's just weird. I mean, yeah. Wow.
Well, let's keep on going. Here we go.
And when captured overseas, they should be treated like the terrorists they are.
And give the shit.
Give the shit.
Oh, yeah.
Give the shit.
I don't know what he means by that.
Deal with them like the terrorists they are. Okay. Take care of them. He's calling them shit. They're just shit. And deal with them.
Yep. Here's a reversal that's very clear. I have no idea what it means, but here's the forwards.
And show good moral character. Will be able to become full citizens of the United States over a 12-year period.
And little babe.
Little babe.
I don't know. Talking about babies becoming citizens.
Well, he's talking about the DACA, the Dreamers, but they're not little babes anymore. They're adults. Now that was talking about citizenship for them, I believe.
Yeah. It was. They came in as babies, so.
Yeah, but see, that's another betrayal. That never have he promised us that wouldn't happen. Now he's sold us out. And yet his base will not desert him. I'm not saying they should or shouldn't. I'm just saying they won't. So whatever he does is apparently okay with them.
All right, here's a reversal that get the conspiracy bus chattering. Here's the forwards.
And we celebrate our police, our military.
Seal a murder, bless you.
Seal a murder, bless you.
Seal a murder, bless you. Seal a murder, bless you.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. In other words, conceal a murder that I endorsed.
He's not saying seal. You're hearing conceal. Is that what you're hearing? Conceal a murder?
I had seal, S-E-A-L.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. But let's see if he says conceal, which would be the same thing.
Okay, all right.
Seal a murder.
Nope, there's no con there. It's seal.
Yeah, it's definitely seal. Yeah, there's no con.
So he's covering. Yeah, it means the same thing. He's covering something up. All right.
Yeah.
Then he's tossing us all away with this "and bless you."
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Pretty dicey reversal.
Yes, indeed.
Yep. All right, here we have. I think Naomi and I both found this one too.
That is what Americans have always stood for.
And the Sea of War.
Sea of War.
Sea of War.
There it is.
Sea of War.
There it is. Again.
Coming soon.
Yep. There it is. And then the next one, very similar.
Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. Everywhere. We are with you. We love you. And we always will pull through together. Always.
And totally out of context, see a war unit we value.
See a war unit we value.
See a war unit we value.
And again.
See a war unit we value.
In other words, says unit, he's got forces out, American forces are up, see a war unit we value, fix the problems in NORAD, he's doing his job as a commander-in-chief, he's setting the whole stage, he's ready to go. Well, not quite ready yet, but he's almost there.
You know, there are more American troops and equipment on station there now than the generals say would even be needed to do what he wants to do or what they want him to do. And that's to attack and destroy the nuclear potential of North Korea. They have a huge, huge contingent there, which is costing a fortune every day to keep it online, keep everything prepped and ready. And now they're going to have to apparently wait until the Olympics are over, which is, I think, the 26th or the 28th, something like that. So watch out.
Yeah, indeed. All right, next one along.
With us tonight is one of the toughest people ever to serve in this house.
So blanket.
Say fuck you.
Oh,
Say fuck you.
oh, that's clear.
Say fuck you.
Oh my God. See,
So
there it is.
he said, so blank you.
Yeah.
But who is he talking about?
I don't know.
He was talking about somebody who served in the house. He obviously doesn't like the person. And he says, so blank you.
I know.
But who was it? Somebody write in and tell me. I didn't listen to the speech. Who was he talking about there that he was acknowledging? One of the toughest people ever to serve in the House. And you heard in reverse what he said.
Oh, right.
That was a very clear and definite statement.
Yes,
No equivocation. Play it again.
Yeah, I'm seeing if Naomi's responding. I know she's listening. I'm seeing if she knows who he's talking about. So here's the forwards.
With us tonight is one of the toughest people ever to serve in this house.
And so blanket.
Say fuck you.
Say fuck you.
So blank you. He's talking to the person that he's mentioning. So blank you. Wow.
Yeah, Naomi says she can't remember that now. But if anyone out there's got the State of the Union, go and find out who Trump was talking about. Because
do you know at what point in the speech it was? Do you have a time marker?
No, I do not. No, this is one that Naomi found. I thought I could go to my tape because Naomi, do you have that time marked? Anyway, we'll find out. No, these are Naomi's reversals, the last few ones I've been playing, by the way. So the first ones were the ones I found. Now we're on to ones Naomi found. All right, next one along.
And it means hiring more heroes like CJ to keep our communities safe.
And sorry home, whatever that means.
Sorry home.
Sorry home. Sorry home.
I think it's another reference to America's in Trouble. Sorry home. I don't know.
I guess. I don't know. Like I say, in my view, and you're the professional, his reversals, well, we've got some dazzlingly clear ones tonight, but they're weird. They're disjointed. The sing-song nature of reverse speech didn't used to be there with Trump that much. Now it is. And it's just, they've done something to his mind, or he has been brought into a program that he had no idea existed, which is kind of hard to believe, given the fact that he's a billionaire and he's connected well. I don't know. Maybe he was taken into the inner sanctum and told the big story. Don't know. Something happened. Something happened.
Something he can't tell us, as his own reversals say.
Yeah.
All right, next one along.
We heard about Americans like firefighter David Dahlberg.
And he says they're blood-livid.
They're blood-livid.
Wow.
They're blood-livid.
Wow.
They're blood-livid, so they're bloody angry. They're blood. Is he talking about people who were wounded or hurt on the job?
No, he was a firefighter who he was praising. Good guy, you know.
Yeah. All right.
And the last reversal from the State of the Union, we got more reversals after this, so this is not the end of the night. So here we go.
Otto joined a tour
to
North Korea. At its conclusion, this wonderful young man was arrested.
Oops. Oh, I lost it. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. I have to play that again. Okay, here we go.
Otto joined a tour to North Korea. At its conclusion, this wonderful young man was arrested and charged with crimes against the state.
And simply the terrors.
The terrors.
The terrors.
Yeah, well.
The terrors.
Well, that's totally congruent, that one. This guy suffered unimaginable terrors in North Korea. So.
Well, quite an interesting survey of the State of the Union, for sure.
Yeah, it certainly was. Certainly what you saw is not what you got. Okay? It was a very good speech. I watched it. I was really impressed with it. But as you can see from the reversals, there was something more going on than what first met the eye. So.
Well, he's consumed with this North Korea thing.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
It's just oozing everywhere.
Yep. All right, let us move on.
But the remarks about NORAD, he's worried that North Korea might successfully land a nuke over here.
Yes, I think you're right. Yes, I think there's a weakness in our network, and he's
we know that the anti-missile missiles we have don't work. They're very lousy.
Yes, I saw that. They had a couple of failed tests on that.
Oh, they've had so many. What they used to do to make the test successful and keep the money flowing, they would put a little transponder on the target incoming missile.
Oh, did they really?
Yes, this is true. Oh, yeah. And so the interceptor could lock onto the transponder and home right in on the warhead. That's I am told, the only way they really got successful test results.
Ah, well, that's ridiculous.
Yep.
Oh, that's cheating.
Well, that would explain Trump's fears. He knows that our anti-missile systems are essentially a fraud. They don't work well.
Yep.
You know, if you got a 25% or 30% success rate, not good enough. 60, 70% success rate, not good enough. Just takes one nuclear bomb landing on Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, or L.A. to ruin things for quite a long time.
You're right indeed. Yes, indeed. It's a scary time. All right, let's move on. Here's Bernie Sanders bashing the State of the Union and saying Russia interfered with the election. So here's the forwards.
And according to his own CIA director, will likely interfere in the 2018 midterm elections that we will be holding. How do you not talk about that unless perhaps you have a very special relationship with Mr.
Oh, come on, Bernie.
Yeah, reverse is nasty, and in this lie, Putin.
Nasty, and in this lie, Putin.
Huh.
Nasty, and in this lie, Putin. Nasty, and in this
So what's
lie.
he saying? Nasty. This whole thing is nasty, and in this lie, the lie being the alleged Russian influence in the elections, and then he just names Putin.
Yes. That is the lie. The lie is that Putin interfered in the election.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lie. Russia didn't interfere in the elections. I don't think that
No.
All right, here's Hillary mocking Trump's fire and fury statement.
He had a long-time fear of being poisoned. One reason why he liked to eat at McDonald's. Nobody knew he was coming, and the food was safely pre-made.
That's it. We've got it. That's the one.
And she says, be brief.
Be brief.
Be brief.
Be brief.
That's like the O.B. Quiet reversal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, what was that some kind of a commercial that she made that the Democratic National Committee put together or something? And it sounded like there was a director saying, yes, that's the good one. We'll keep that take. Is that what was going on there?
I don't know.
Well,
sounds like he's at a comedy club or something. Anyway. Here she is saying the dossier she got on Trump was oppositional research.
And it's part of what happens in a campaign where you get information that may or may not be useful, and you try to make sure anything you put out into the public arena is accurate. And
Right.
Oh, here she says the memorandum.
memorandum.
Memorandum. In other words, you put a little memo out about it all.
that's funny.
Yeah.
She's going to run again. I unless something happens to her, I still think they got nobody else.
No, they don't.
Yeah, you know, the election this November, that'll be the end of the year, 2019, and they'll be off and running, campaigning for the 2020 election.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Wow. All right, here's Judge Janine on Trump's transparency.
Where was their outrage when Barack Obama was sending millions of dollars to Iran on unmarked pallets and unmarked planes for the release of terrorists? When this president on his last day in office gave $221 million to the PLO and then $4 million to Palestinians.
Here she says, arrest the seal.
Arrest the seal. Arrest the seal.
Whatever that means.
Arrest the seal.
Oh, no idea.
I
Maybe it could be a loose relation to the Great Seal of the President of the United States of America.
Could
arrest the seal. In other words, arrest the president. Arrest Obama.
Trump.
I see Trump, but she's very pro-Trump.
Yes, she's very pro-Trump. But listen to this one. Here she is talking about Trump again.
Where was their outrage when Barack Obama was sending millions of
Oh,
dollars?
it's the same. It's the same forwards. And backwards, phony as hell.
Phony as hell.
Phony as hell. Phony as hell.
That's very clear. Very clear.
Yeah. So she might, well, look, people's unconscious minds are shifting about Trump. Look, here's a reverse I played on this show a long time ago, changed the topic altogether, but it's back in the news again. Lavoy Finnegan, the family's taking out a wrongful death suit against the FBI. Is that, do I have that?
Well, they got one FBI agent who now has been, I think, indicted for lying to the agency. He fired 2 rounds into Lavoy's SUV after they had come to a stop in the snowbank.
Right.
And they got him on this, and then they haven't gotten the guys who executed Finnegan yet, but they've got this one guy for firing 2 rounds into the vehicle, which had 3 other people in it, I think.
Wow. Anyway, so here's a repeat of this reversal.
What for?
Well, I'm going to ask them if they want to go out.
What for? Why are we getting
You want out?
What for? What are we getting out?
Who are you? Yeah, who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Oregon State Police.
Okay, well, I'm going over to meet the sheriff in Grant County. You'll come along with us, and you'll talk with us
That's
over there.
Lavoy.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and shoot me. Put the laser right there, put the bullet through the head.
God, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I know. I have no weapon.
Well, no weapon.
There you go.
Boy, that is crystal clear.
Isn't that just? Yep. That's, says
So
it
he's
all,
making
too,
that
doesn't it?
statement as an unarmed man, and his subconscious is speaking in loud and I've got no weapon. Go ahead and shoot me. I'm unarmed.
Yep.
Wow.
All right, here's Nancy Pelosi opposing.
Can you play that again, David? I'm sorry, but that was incredibly clear. And just to honor the memory of Lavoy Finnegan, he's telling it.
Want the forwards as well?
Sure. No, just play the reverse. That's fine.
Okay. So I have no weapon.
Wow.
There it is.
That is really something.
Yeah, nothing you can say about that, is there?
No.
Speaks for all. Yep. Yes, okay, all right. Now here we got Nancy Pelosi opposing release of memo. I don't know what memo this is.
The memo. Yeah, that's the memo, the GOP memo that was released.
Ah, right. Okay, gotcha. Yep, okay.
He could have come out and said, this is reckless, don't release it.
With all due respect, you really don't know what you're talking about right now.
Here she says, my Hillary.
My Hillary. My Hillary.
Wow. Wow.
Oh dear, they still think she's God, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Well.
Yeah, they do indeed. Here's Newt Gingrich on FBI and uranium scandal.
On Uranium One probably doesn't bode well for Hillary. They knew nothing about it. They were shocked that it occurred.
And you're a liar.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
You're a liar.
A little bit unclear, but it is there. Yeah. Yeah, well, okay, fair enough. And here's Newt Gingrich again.
But I think, frankly, Comey's in trouble.
And give that up.
Yes, Adam.
Yes, Adam. Yes, Adam.
So what's he saying? Give that up. Stop talking about Comey so much, or get on past it, or is he talking about Comey?
I think he's saying Comey needs to come clean.
Clean, yeah.
That's how I interpret it.
That would be my guess too. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here's one out of left field. Nicole Kidman talking about eating bugs. There you go. How's that for?
That's a good one. Yeah.
Left.
Grasshoppers. I recommend them to anyone. Thank you for spending so much time with me and watching me eat bugs. Till next time.
The club or something. My scandal slapped me.
Not scandal. Slap me. Not scandal. Slap me.
That's funny.
Not scandal.
I think that little click in the middle is her smacking her. Isn't she eating a bug right then when she says that?
Yeah. Yes, yeah, my scandals.
Not scandal. Slap me.
Yeah, she's eating a bug in the middle. That's funny.
What a strange thing. So she's gotten into eating insects now, we assume.
Yes, sir. Oh,
well, good luck, Nicole. Good luck.
All right, Jeff. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, David. That was really fascinating.
Yeah, good show.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, we continue to have a non-stop stream of pre-war reversals. That's what we can say, for sure.
You said that.
Wow. Thank you, David. Talk
Okay,
soon.
see you. Okay,
Alrighty.
bye.
David John Oates. And, okay. How about that Lavoie Finicum reversal? Wow. Okay, that's it tonight. Big 3 hours for you. A lot of information, lots of things to think about. We'll come right back tomorrow night and talk to you then.